Today we'll be discussing the music of Jerry Goldsmith.
Who's Jerry Goldsmith?
What did I say?
Cherry.
I didn't say Jerry?
No, you said Cherry.
Who's Jerry Goldsmith?
Melodies.
Hello, my name is Jim Dooley and welcome to the 4th episode of $1 Million Melodies. You may know my work from such programs as Secret Obsession, Maggie Simpson in Playdate with Destiny, Mockingbird Lane, and many more. Today, I'll be exploring a theme by Jerry Goldsmith from the film Rudy. Jerry's music to Rudy is some of the most beautiful score ever written. There's the poignant hometown theme at the very beginning of the movie that plays on flute, and then finally, at the end of the movie, plays on full orchestra. We won't be discussing that tune today. Well, not in this episode anyway. When I first saw this movie, there was one theme that I heard that was so bold, I was left wondering, how did Jerry arrive at this tune? After spending many days in a dark room by myself, which is just to say another day in the life of a composer, I came to a realization. It wasn't by accident. It was through careful thought, observation, and craft by the legendary composer. Here's the theme. At first glance, there doesn't seem to be much to it. Is it catchy? Not really. It's good, but what makes this melody great? Why play broad triplets over intense athletic action during football tryouts? This theme does create scope, but it doesn't feel like action music to me. Why did Jerry choose to write this theme? Let's take a closer look at the main character from our movie, Rudy. Rudy's lifelong dream is to play football for his beloved Notre Dame. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, the nickname of Notre Dame's football team is the Fighting Irish. As the composer of the film, I imagine that Jerry must have taken some time to think about how his music could capture the subtext of this nickname and highlight the desire of Rudy to become one of the Fighting Irish. Let's explore this. What would be the most obvious choice, musically, to represent the Irish people? For me, it would have to be traditional Irish folk music. And what would be the most well-known form of Irish folk music? For me, that would have to be the folk dance called an Irish jig. Let's look at one. Here we have a very fast-paced triplet dance rhythm. Now, if Jerry wrote one of these for the football tryout scene, I don't think it would work. The Fighting Irish, with Irish dance music playing on top, is a bit on the nose. Also, it doesn't help tell the story. Let's examine the football tryout scene again. What is most noticeable from a photographic perspective is that there is a great deal of slow motion. It's quite beautiful to see these huge athletes move in slow motion as they struggle to get a place on the team. Let's take the Irish dance piece and slow it down in the same way that the footage has been slowed down. Jerry has taken the idea of the Irish dance piece, but not played it literally. He has slowed it down to the point where it doesn't resemble an Irish jig at all. In this scene, Jerry did have some fun with it by playing double-time string triplets over the halftime Irish jig feel so that there is still momentum, but also great depth and beauty. The subtext of the Fighting Irish is clearly represented, but done in an artistic way that gives scope and tells story. There are many examples where this technique has been used in cinema. I'll give you two of my favorites. Hans Zimmer's score to Inception features the accompaniment figure in Edith Piaf's Non, je n'en regrette rien, but slowed down to great dramatic effect. Another example is Bernard Herrmann's score to Vertigo. To make the character of Carlotta Valdez, who only exists in a painting, omnipresent throughout the film, Herrmann slowed down traditional Spanish dance rhythms and used them throughout the film to keep tension. This is especially true when we see Jimmy Stewart slowly driving around San Francisco. In my own work, I have used the accompaniment figure from the habanera from Carmen in both Pushing Daisies and A Series of Unfortunate Events. In Pushing Daisies, I used this to give motion to the episode Window Dressed to Kill. I also used it to give motion to Esme Squalor's theme in A Series of Unfortunate Events. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel for more episodes of $1 Million Melodies. If there are melodies that you would like me to explore in this series, please leave them in the comments section below. I hope these insights and techniques will help you to create your own $1 Million Melodies. Okay, that's it. $1 Million